They will.
And what can you say about like homelessness in America? Like, and I guess specifically New York City, like just from your
Let me tell
experience
you
with
something.
it.
When
Like,
you're down, man, people love to kick you. I can tell you that right now. People love to fucking kick you when you're down.
hmm.
Even when they see that you are trying to pull yourself up, they will fucking pick up their foot and be like, just because you're there already, they'll do that. And that's what I've learned. I've learned that people will step on you while you are down, like in the pits.
Hmm.
So, that being said, if you're ever on the streets and you don't have ID or anything like that or whatever, it's a long road. It's a long road back. It really is. A lot of people don't get that. It shouldn't even be called homelessness. It should just be called houselessness. Because like a home is a concept. It's a construct. What these people need are houses. They put a roof over their head, and they did this experiment in Utah, where they took homeless people in the Salt Lake City area, and they built the housing for them and put them inside, just to see what happened. These people had no jobs or nothing. 70% of the people who are housed
Oh wow.
managed to find work, and now they have bought into those homes. They're buying their homes, put a mortgage down and everything.
Well, that makes sense. Like that gives you like more of like a motivate, like because otherwise, I guess it feels kind of Well, there's also a lot of barriers too, but there's also like you don't feel
Yeah,
as
well,
hopeless, I guess,
having a
too.
roof
Than
over your
maybe
head and
that.
being able to take a shower, well, that's going to
Yeah.
do some things for you. You know,
Yeah.
that'll
Yeah.
definitely motivate you, especially if you want to keep it. So, like, it was an experiment to see what happens. 70% of the people who are housed kept them. You know, and I was like, there it
Oh
is,
wow.
right there. And then, a lot of the homelessness in that Salt Lake City area disappeared because of this program, and it all came back. But it didn't come back from
Hmm.
Salt Lake City homeless people. It came back because other homeless people in America found out about this program and started storming Salt Lake City. So like now
Oh
they're
wow.
back to where they were because like
Nice.
everybody went there. So that's if we do
Oh
something like that, it has to be more on a national level. 'Cause when people find out, they're going to go. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, when I heard about, it, I was like, damn, I wish they had something like that in New York when I was homeless. But yeah, the road getting off
Yeah.
is really really tough, even when you're young.
And what you said, people step on you. Was it like people? Was it like who? Was it like wealthier people? Like this? Like this, is it like a? Or was it like people who
Well,
other people
yeah,
on the
there's a rat
street, or
race on the
like what
street like
kind?
you wouldn't believe. So yeah, on the street, there's a hierarchy. So and some people are doing some guys are better dumpster diving than others. And so that's just the way it is. But yeah, these were just the average Joe, the average Jane, okay, who because you don't have a roof over your head because they get angry. They see you're out there, and the first thing they figure is that you didn't pull up your bootstraps. You know that bullshit, right? You didn't pull up your bootstraps, so that's why
Mhm.
you're in the position that you're in. And I have to bust my ass paying this rent, and here you are panhandling me for $1. That's how they feel. But they don't understand the complexities of that. They don't understand the road to there.
Yeah.
They're not understanding that anything can happen to them. A sickness in the family. A few days you need off of work. One thing you do wrong at work can put you in the doghouse, just where I am. You know. So these were,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
sick, the
And
medical bills
and
you
I'm
were
like,
talking. Like yeah.
this roof you have over your head, you're barely making it. Your refrigerator's empty. You got the roof, but you ain't got nothing in your fridge. I'm like, I know what you're going through, but I'm like, you know, you got 1 foot out on there with me. So like, me, I'm not like that, dude. I mean, the only thing I know is that when I have a little bit of something to give, I do. You know, I'm not going to step on somebody who's down like that. You know. But yeah,
And did you see? But did you also see generosity or like people showing kindness at the same
I
time,
have,
aside from
I
like
have,
seeing like
I
the
have,
cruelest
especially if they
human nature?
wanted
Yeah.
something, from you. you know, I have. There used to be this lady. Her name was Diane. She was like an evangelistic, like nut job, and she'd make this congregation for the homeless, and she would feed you, but you'd have to sit through the sermon, and the whole sermon was all about her telling you about your sinful ways. so, so you had, so you
Okay.
had to sit through that, so you can get a hot dog at the end of the sermon.
Okay. So I guess it was kind of like, oh, I get a meal, so
Yeah,
I'm
there we
okay
go.
with hearing about how terrible I am. I'll just
Repent.
But so what when you I'm guessing like you met like a lot of other people
Oh
I
yeah,
guess who were
a lot of people my
homeless
age, a
too
lot of kids
and
coming in
stuff
from
like
out
that.
of town. You know, the crusty kids or whatever. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of those kids had a home to go back
Mm-hmm.
to. You know. I'm not sure. I guess they didn't like
But they
home.
just didn't like the home, I
You
guess.
know,
Yeah.
freight jumping and subway surfing and whatever else. It is a very free life.
Yeah. Yeah. But would you say there was a common thing that like causes homelessness, or like
Yeah,
the like a common thing, like common
being
factors
broke.
that like contribute to it?
Kind
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, being broke. That'll pretty much do it. Thinking if you can afford to stay someplace, you probably end up doing that.